before we put up that blue screen.
Yes, indeed. So we will get this the map bands underway for you. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, production. And yeah, I've obviously seen it, Kilo. So again, I'll leave it with you. Unfortunately, I have to set up the lobby, so I do get to see the map. And I think I just spoiled it for 90% of the chat anyway. But anyway,
Yep, I was looking away though.
we get you, Kilo, with that beautiful shirt too. Come on, Ad.
Oh.
Very good tonight.
Yep, it's getting warm. It's heating up. Competition's heating up, and it's heating up here as well. So we'll get into the map bans. First one that we're gonna see off, New Era and Slammers both do like their gunfights. So we are going to see Villa being taken off the board first. So we're not going to see a repeat of last game.
Nope.
Second one off the board, Cafe. Cafe is going to be out. I'm going to be seeing Consulate next. Consulate being one of those frag heavy maps, but not not being taken out.
Give me a second. I might have. Let me reset this for a second. I screwed up. My apologies, guys.
No, you're
looking
cool.
at the wrong list.
You're all good, Johnny.
All right.
No stress. And we do have all the players in the lobby. Beautiful. Thank you, Asus. Great to have you here, mate.
Did that reset? Adam, can you reset that browser source for me for a moment, please?
Just refresh the map band.
We've just had a sneak peek, I believe, of a future match. Is that right, Johnny?
No.
No.
That good, Johnny? There we go.
I give nothing away. So, the Villa ban was correct.
Yep.
The Consulate
All right.
ban. All right, here we go. Now we're on track. Continue your casting. Go.
Thank you, J. Ross.
Villa
Thank you,
ban
production.
is first. Consulate is the second ban to be out on New Era. Obviously, respecting the gun skill from Slammers. Slammers taking out Oregon and Coastline, being taken out by New Era. 3 maps left: Clubhouse, Cafe, Chalet. Clubhouse is going to be taken out next. It's between Cafe and Chalet, and I think we're going to go to Chalet because Cafe just got taken out.
This is going to be an
Here
interesting.
we go.
It's all good, Tokyo. I think we've got the right. I believe we're on the right. We're on the right side. So bands are good. Thank you, Milk Bros. Appreciate you. Tilly was not very happy with Villa, might I add. I just want to throw that in there. She said F word Villa. Thank you, Kia. Thank you, Silprace. I believe we're good. I believe the teams are on the right team sides, and we should be good to go here. Just want confirmation from J Rolls. I think
we're good to go.
Yeah, I think we're good to go. We've got the players on the right side. I think we're good. Tokyo, does it matter? Doesn't matter about the switching of the bands, bro. I think we're good to go. As long as the players in the lobby are on the same sides, I think we are good to go here. So let's get this one underway. Sorry for the delay. It's going to be a banger of a match. New Era versus Slammers on Chalet. Sorry for the pause there. That was rather dramatic.
We know where it is.
Yes.
Chalet is where we are going to be going. And first off, into the operator bans before the match starts. Banning. I think we're going to be seeing the standard lineup come out again. The Thatcher, Jackal, Cade, Mirror. Or we could be seeing a Cade Valkyrie ban or a Cade Ella. Mirror seems to be one that is a lot more left in the pool than some of the other. Well, definitely more than PC as well. Thatcher is the first one out, and I think Slammers will take out that Jackal unless they go for one of those off-meta bans. They're going for that off-meta ban and taking out the Ace. Ace with a very strong gun and also the hard breaching capability. Going to make it a lot harder for New Era and themselves to open up some of those walls. First defender ban, as always, is going to be that Cade. Not wanting to let New Era have the Electro Claws on the board.
Sorry, Kilo, I have returned. I apologize. Duck off for a second. Oof.
All good.
I'm really excited to see this map because I think we've only seen it once, I think, so far in the league, and I think New Era might have played it. Is that correct, Hilo? I don't even.
I'm
have we even seen it?
I don't have the stats for.
I don't think we've seen it. We might not have seen it yet. Potentially.
We've seen it once
have
in
we?
one of the
Yeah.
earlier weeks, maybe a week
Slammers?
1 or week 2.
Was it a Slammers who came?
Slammers, maybe week
this map?
2. Maybe week 2 Slammers picked this map, but I'm not 100% sure. Jackal is still left on the board, and as is the Mirror, Ella, and Valkyrie.
Interesting to see the Ace ban off the board. That's a huge ban. Ace, Thatcher, like the bans, and Clash off the board too. You can see Waldog was not very happy with Wizards Clash during last week in the match, so he's made sure he's taking care of that one very swiftly. He didn't want to see the Clash again on him.
Well, we aren't going to be seeing Wizard in here. The Wall of Clashadry, as he's been nicknamed by chat. We are going to be seeing Tokyo on one of his favorite operators, from what I understand, on that Maverick, and he can go big on the Maverick as well. The Nask going to be going off that Ace and going more towards the Thermo.
Lucky up top hold first too. Looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be a great match, Kilo. I've got a lot of high expectations for it. I think it'll be a very close match, and I'm predicting a 7-5 result, and I don't know which way it's going to go, but I think it's going to be 7-5. That's
a bit of a longer game than the last one as well.
I believe it's going to be very close, and it'll come down to one round in between the two teams.
I think...
either way, sorry. One round, I believe.
I think it will depend on which team recognises that basement's not as strong as it used to be in the old Chalet. Statistically, the basement site is the weakest site of all of the sites in Chalet. And if they go that basement out of habit from old Chalet, then they might be in trouble. If any of those teams recognise that there is...
Oh, there's going to be an early challenge here.
Tokyo
one of our favourite players.
Is going to be found out through the drone hole. Mousy on the pulse does find the kill, and that is Tokyo off the board. One of the hard breaches. He's going to see C4 out the window. Does manage to find Scalacci. That is double for Mousy there, early on the board.
The new player in the roster is coming out with a bang right now. This is a huge pickup for them. Coming out guns blazing, Mousy. Love to see it.
It is a very, very big pick. Free-firing out onto the Solarium window. Associated Slammer and Azers. Going to be pushing up that Solarium side. Waldog also with the UMP on the castle. Going for a bit more of a flank out through kitchen. Washed is going to be picked up by Associated Slammer. I believe that was from the top of...
four drones. 4 drones downstairs. Did you see that?
Yeah, 4 drones have spotted out Waldog. He's going to take a different route to get there. Danask looking to find that frag with the Fragmite. He's going to have to open up that wall at some stage, though, use the utility. There is still a player playing crouch behind Master. Waldog is going to be taken out by Acers. Well done on the flank watch. Someone on the drone has definitely spotted him out. Punisher is going to look for a flank through bathroom. Mousy looking through a hole, does not manage to see the player that will then pre-fire through that soft wall. Going to see the player there, pre-fire, but already moved.
Mousy, no. They've locked themselves out here.
Going to get a little bit aggressive. They've lost the sight hold now. Danask having flashed out where Mousy was hiding. Hyped Koala getting traded, or tagged up a little bit. Aces finding Punisher, and it leaves New Era in a 3v2 deficit. With just Hyped Koala on 1 lick of health and Mousy on about 50 HP. Danask is going to start the plant. Associated Slammer watching over him. Does get tagged out, but does manage to down Hyped Koala. Mousy, last one on the board for New Era, but doesn't quite manage to do anything else as Aces, with the flank watch once again, takes him out. And that is first round on the board for Slammers.
Okay, so what we saw there was an incredible start to the round by Mousy. Set the tone early for New Era, and you're thinking, oh my god, how good is this looking? Unfortunately, there was 4 trains downstairs as well, which was incredible. Walter was spotted out on the flank, and he ran back and then was traded off, and it went back to 3-3 very quickly. And then what had happened was they were actually locked out of the site, so they couldn't get control back after SA had actually got back in and got control of the site via the thermite. So it was a huge problem for them. The castle on that side door was very detrimental to what they were trying to do. They just needed someone to tear it down. That's what I was looking to see, and just so they could get some site control back. But they gave up site control, and then they were trying to fight back into the site to retake the site, and it was to their demise, unfortunately.
I think if Mousy had stayed in that little closet, though,
Yeah.
Thermite would have gotten that line of sight on
Yeah.
and been an easy pick.
Agreed,
With
yeah.
UMP not being able to really win those one-on-one gunfights
Yeah.
unless you take those strange angles. So it was the right call to leave it, but having another person on site would have been a little bit stronger of a hold.
Yep. It is an interesting map. I think on average, I think it's an attacker favored map. It's a 4-2-3-3 is pretty standard for attack. So it's not Panic Stations losing an early round for New Era so far. So they didn't play too badly. And again, Mousy started the round off with like a house on fire, getting 2 entry frags, and it was a glorious start to the round. But unfortunately, they just couldn't capitalize on them.
And I said it in the earlier before the first round. It's going to be interesting who takes that basement site, because it is nowhere near as strong as it used to be on the old chalet. But we are going to be seeing New Era opt for that basement site and not opt for one of the first floor sites, which are both statistically and on paper stronger than basement
I like how aggressive Wardog's being. I believe he's playing the aggressive shotgun. Yes.
The aggressive
Very
shotgun out
aggressive
in the back of bunker here.
Is there a rotate behind him, or is he literally just going to play in there for his life?
I think he's going to play his life in there. It looks like it's been banded off, and they don't have any reinforcements in the back pocket.
They're relying on that mute jammer to not allow him to be droned in there. So
Slammers Association do quite well with their drones
Mousy.
occasionally. Mousy is going to be taken out very quickly by Aces there. Once again, that flank watch coming out from him. Drone is going to go down. Waldog with the SMG-11 in hand. He's
beautiful
going to find
Waldog,
Tokyo. Very aggressive play, but it's paid off for him. Tokyo being taken out.
Waldog
He's gonna
unlucky.
be down on the pixel.
Ooh.
And Associated Slammer is going to find Punisher. Danask finishing off Waldog there, and it's now very quickly become a 4v2 in favor of Slammers. Pre-fire coming out through the cabinet there.
They have to swing this Thorno to get the wall because Tokyo's down.
Archie still...
So Tokyo didn't do his job. He didn't get the side wall, so they're funneling through this door.
washed.
Doesn't matter.
Being taken out by Aces. They're just going to flood in on site through the door, but Hyped Koala finding 2 onto Danask and Aces. It's a 1v2 now for Hyped Koala.
Nice,
He doesn't
Sasha.
quite manage to find it as Associated Slammer swings the shield, and a Hyped Koala looking the wrong way, unable to find the kill.
That could have been catastrophic, losing Tokyo, because he was the guy that his job was to get the mute chamber to be able to get the breach the side wall, and because they lost him, they would literally had to funnel through the one entrance, but they managed to win their ones, and it was very, very admirable to see those guys taking those fights and winning them. Aces and Slammer are having a monster impact so far in this game.
Aces has been very strong on that flank watch position. He's watching the backs of the rest of his team, so his kills have all been super impactful. All 5 of them that we've seen have either ended a round or evened it up, or even just taken that flank off the board and kept the rest of the team safe. So I think, and it just highlights how powerful that player can be.
Yeah, indeed. I love that position from Waldog. You could see the thought behind it. Obviously, the mute jam was keeping him alive. Unfortunately, he was traded off, but he did get the pick, and so it paid off. He traded his life, did his job. You'll take that any day of the week, and unfortunately, they just couldn't hold the site through the one. They funneled through that one door, which was incredible to see that winning gunfights there. I don't know who swung that door on Scalacci. I think it was it was someone swung the door on Slammer or Aces. And lost a gunfight in the middle of the hallway, literally in front of that door. It was a terrible swing. And that was really, really bad, because then it put all the pressure on Hype Koala, who actually did all right to hold for as long as he possibly did. So almost
Punisher actually.
Was it
from that
Punisher?
last
Yeah.
round.
Very, very, very.
He's an aggressive player, so it's what we kind of expect
that's true.
from Punisher to come out.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
it just needs that controlled aggression and
Yeah.
needs someone to say, "Oi, settle down. We just need to hold sight. They can come to us."
Yeah.
Because if they swing and they lose that second gunfight, Punisher falling foul of, I think, an impact that just hit him, or maybe a misclick, or something's gone down there. But Punisher's now going to be left on 50 health.
Love what I'm seeing from SA here. They're two-way pushing, so they're making sure they get both sides. Tokyo's being a lot more careful this time. As you can see, they're looking for the double breach on both sides. They brought 2 hard breaches, so very smart decision here.
They are going to have taken out. C4 going out, ringing out, but hitting nothing but air. As we do have the main breach open, we'll be looking for that second breach as well. They're changing up the way that they're pushing this site as well, which is fantastic because it means that they can't get complacent as an attacker. They're adapting a little bit. They're making sure that it's changed up just enough to keep New Era on their toes. Frag rings out, doesn't get eaten up by any ADSs and goes off, but finds nothing but air. Washed is found by Scalacci on that main swing, but Associated Slammer getting tagged up and finding Hyped Koala, the last playmaker of last game. Scalacci finding Punisher. Waldog finding Aces. Once again, I think he's playing a very aggressive angle out in Connector, I believe that is. Onto the main breach. Onto the second breach, actually. Main breach has been opened. Scalacci is going to take a little bit of damage there. Plant going down, but from the main breach, it's Tokyo finding the kill onto Waldog.
Really nice setup there by Slammers. They are looking really sharp on offense right now. I spoke to Tokyo yesterday, and he told me that he was ready to change the playstyle of Slammers, and that we were going to see something a little bit different today, Kilo. And boy, are they showing up, and they are ready to go on this one. They can tell there might have been a little bit of scrimming. They've sorted out some internal issues, and they are really stepping up and putting the heat onto New Era today.
They're definitely putting on some of that heat, and Tokyo not necessarily having the biggest impact in the game that he usually has, but he's got to be doing some of that calling and some of that shot calling that we've seen from some of the captains and the IGLs that we do see, and he's in that perfect operator role to be able to do that. It's not like they're giving the shot calling to Scalacci or Aces or whoever is on those fragging roles.
Aces is their gunner. I believe Aces is,
a lot to do. Yeah, Aces, Scalacci, and Associated Slammer are all their gunners.
Yeah, Danaski is more of that support player, and I believe he might be the secondary IDL, giving support to Tokyo. Those two sort of call the shots, I believe. But Danaski is a very, very good support player. He's been on support roles for a long time.
We've also seen Danasco big with IQ in the G8 and absolutely decimate entire defenses with that one clip from the G8. So he's a much more deeper player than we see just on the Thermite.
How does the G8 go, Kilo? How does the G8 go?
The G8 goes burr. We love saying it. We love saying it on here. But we're also seeing Associated Slammer burnt out just a little bit with that AK-74, I believe it is, with the Nomad. 40 bullets in the clip. It is like a little SMG, LMG there with all the assault rifle benefits. Scalacci pre-fires coming in through that door.
Ooh,
not managing to find anything, but Washed does find the opening kill onto Scalacci. Finds a second one onto Danas. Looking for a third. Finds a third onto Associated Slammer. That's a triple for Washed. Is he going to find a fourth? Not looking very washed here at all. Hype Koala, or that Punisher going very, very aggressive.
Why is Punisher doing that?
Punisher is being incredibly aggressive, wanting in on some of the action that Wash has carved out for himself.
Oh my.
Frag is going to come out, but missed the window. Punisher is going to get taken out by Aces for being a little bit too aggressive. Grenade does go out and finds Washed from Tokyo. That's a good grenade placement there and trapped him in the corner with Aces holding that cross. Washed going to be going out. Aces making those calls. Washed with a good triple to start the round, but traded out as well in the end. Getting too aggressive. Could have kept it at a 2v5.
I think that just sums up New Era sometimes. They just get... Punish just had no right being there, in my opinion. You had Washed absolutely going berserk, killing the entire team. Oh, beautiful trade by Wardog.
Wardog finding Tokyo, and that is a 1v3
Ooh.
all down to Aces, who does find Waldog, and that's the trade out there. Hyped Koala and Mousy both holding that side. Mousy holding out that piano side. Hyped Koala holding out more of the bathroom.
Smartly using his utility. Very smartly using his utility.
Looking for that frag for a player that may have pushed in. Doesn't quite manage to, it's still rolling down the stairs towards him. Doesn't manage to do any damage to him, but
oh, nice shot,
he's
Koala.
going to get taken out by Koala, who's holding that.
Great shot. He changed the angle here beautifully. Really smart. Really smart.
Did get tagged out as well by Aces. So Aces had the right idea, but not quite able to finish the round
And
out.
we have to attribute that round to Washed, with all due respect to the near defense on that one.
Absolutely.
Washed really was the difference there. He was going off. He had 3 beautiful shots on the same window. And again, like, question Punish's aggression as to why he's aggressively holding one man's window who's absolutely slaying the entire team on the window, and they get double killed and put the pressure entirely back on the defense. That's why,
the next step for Wash there is to go back to site and pick a different angle to take, because holding that window, you've got 3 kills off it. They're going to be playing it smarter. They're going to slow it down. They're going to look at using those utility and those frags to try and clear you out. And he fell foul of that frag grenade that was popped in through the window. He didn't have the ADS to cover him, even though he was Jaeger, ironically. But because he was so aggressed into that spot, he just couldn't do anything about it. And Punisher fell to the same angle, but to Aces, and just losing that 1v1 gunfight. And I think Punisher going 0-5 so far, he needs to slow it down. He needs to take stock and maybe not try and swing everything he sees. But that's
the way he plays, I guess.
Work for him
sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. Exactly. You take the good and the bad with him, I believe, at this point. When he's good, he's amazing. And when he's not having his best game, I don't think he changes the way he plays. So you just have to live in, as we speak. My word.
Yeah.
As we speak. Oh, he's excited to
You're never going to be able to tell how a player is going to play until you get into that round 3, round 4. And I think at this point, you really need to be saying, whoever's the IGL for New Era needs to be saying, look, can you just play a bit more passive, play a little bit less.
Oh no, one wasted grenade.
Missed the flash, and that's the second ADS eating up the frag from Tokyo. Third one is going to go through.
Did he get it? No, they didn't.
He didn't get it because it came back up.
Yeah.
Just.
Oh, now they got a chance here. They've got a chance to get a pick here because they have to. It's so dangerous. Huge.
Be a lot harder for.
Oh no.
Thermite to get that wall open. He does take a little bit of tagging there.
Oh, this is risky.
Risky repel here for Tokyo, holding 2 different angles that can both swing on him. Shots come out, and Associated Slammer is going to be taken down by the Punisher, but Danask is going to find Hyped Koala as Scalachi trades out Punisher, and we're going to be left with a few kills that I missed somewhere, and Ace is finding Mousy in blue.
I believe there was a jump out from Library up top. I believe it was Waldog, or I'm not sure who else was killed early. It might have been Washed or Waldog. One of them jumped down and was killed instantly above on the run out from Library, looking down on the garage wall.
A bit unfortunate if you're New Era that a couple of these rounds have been closer than we've been seeing on paper. The one with was it Aces left in a 2v2 or something, and they just couldn't quite pin it out when they locked themselves out of sight. That's right. That could have gone either way. Right, once again, we are going to be seeing the basement site attempted. It's not how I would choose to play it. I'd be choosing to go to that first floor. Either of those first floor sites are stronger than either of those, or than the basement site. Top floor obviously being the main primary site. We are going to be seeing Mousy onto the Bandit. He's usually been playing some more of that Roma style of gameplay. Punisher on the, once again, on that aggressive player of the Aruni. Waldog moving over to the Malusi. Hyped Koala sticking on with the Jaeger, and Washed moving over to the Legion.
Take 5, Kilo. If they lose defense on the bottom 5 times, you have to question maybe some of the decision making that's going on right now in the era. They have to win this round.
Yeah.
5-1 is a disaster. 4-2, you could probably say, all right, we can bring this back. It is an attacker favored map.
Yes, every time you lose a site, the attackers gain that knowledge of how you were trying to hold it. And if you just tried the same way, they've got that knowledge of how you were trying to hold it, and this is how we're going to hold it now.
They're doing the same thing.
And this time they might not miss the second flash, and they don't. Mousy does get flashed, but does manage to put the C4 out. Frag grenade goes through and gets eaten up by the ADS. Associated Slammer finding Punisher very early. That's probably the aggression that we're seeing from him not working out again. But Danask falls to that C4 from Mousy. Interesting, Waldog's not bringing a C4, he's bringing the impact instead.
I think Waldog's going to get a pick here.
Would be getting a pick. That's a very nice use of the utility from the Aruni as well, using it to cover those Maverick holes so the grenades cannot go through that as well. And with Danask off the board, there's 3 flashes or 2 flashes, because he did manage to use 1 or 2 off the board as well. Secondary breach is going to be able to be opened, and that's a line of sight onto blue, and there is a player playing in there. I believe that is Washed on the Legion.
Very nice teamwork there.
Flash goes out, teamwork goes out.
Oh, Washed.
Washed does find one onto Associated Slammer, looking for that second, but does fall back just a little bit to try and reload and regather himself.
Oh, that's aggressive.
Mousy,
very aggressive.
very aggressive on that door, but they're focused more on Washed in blue. Does get swung on and re-peaked. Tokyo falling to Mousy with the re-peak there. Scalacci looking for either of these players in either blue, con, or the back of wine.
Ooh.
I don't know why Washed would swing that on a crouch peak, but he did and lost the gunfight to Scalacci, who's not a slouch when it comes to his gun skill.
Don't do it. Don't.
He swings and doesn't quite manage to find the kill, but Scalacci gets away with a lot more health than he should have after that swing. Mousy definitely low now.
Koala's doing his job here, wasting time. Wasting time.
And wasting the time with his roam. Not being able to quite be found out. If he rotates down blue, he could get the pinch and coordinate it with Mousy, but Mousy finds Scalacci, and that's a triple for Mousy there. Aces looking to push him down and making noise in the barbed wire so that he can swing.
Spotted him. I think he's just going to save his kills. Yeah, he's having a good game, Aces. I think he just saves KD.
He's having a very good game. He's just going to play a little bit passively, see if he can get a pick. Doesn't do it, but Hyped Koala up the top, nearly finding the kill onto Aces.
Okay, Killer. Ended
one at the end though.
Yeah, ended the split. You have to feel good if you're Slammers right now. God, did they walk into some peaks then on that half? My word, Nero were literally walking into their crosshairs like so many times. We were just like, "Don't do it, please." And you could see what was going to happen before it happened. You just Nero just have this ability to get Nancy, and they try and take gunfights, and they're just walking into literally into the crosshairs of Slammers right now. And God, did Aces have a huge first half with 10 kills, and Slammer was 7. And yes, they finally take 5. They finally won the basement defense, thank God. But it does set up an interesting second half.
It sets up a very interesting second half. I believe that they attempted the basement 4 times and they only won it once. So
yes.
Basement win rate of 25% is not what you want to be looking at for any site. But second floor, they did win 1 and they lost 1. So that's a 50-50. And I'd take those odds anytime.
Yeah.
50-50 is good enough for me, especially in this competitive setting. We are going to be going up to the top floor as Slammers are taking that primary site as the first site that they're bringing. They're bringing the Lucy, Aruni, Bandit, Jaeger, and Mute for that wall denial. Now, the changes that they're bringing to Mute is going to make him a lot less effective at the wall denial, as his jammers are going to become a sphere rather than a cone that covers both of those walls.
Like the pretty stock standard setup. Again, like the Malusi. We've seen a lot of Malusi today, actually, which I like. I still think she's a viable. We spoke about this last game. 7F used her a little bit in like 3 or 4 rounds, I believe it was, on Villa. So I still think she's viable. As we talk, she's more of an intel gatherer now. I kind of guess she was an intel gatherer in the first place, but her ability for the sound cue you get off her drone
is a lot more important than the slowing or
agreed.
than anything else. But it can make a difference in gunfights, and we haven't exactly seen it.
Tokyo doing?
Tokyo snaking himself down the stairs.
Okay. How long do we stay with this?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Oh, I believe I know why. They've got a Jackal on the board.
Oh.
When you prone, Jackal...
No way, is that a thing? I did not know that. Really?
That's a thing.
That's very well played.
Yeah.
I did not...
So his footsteps
Wall
are just
Dog.
gonna end. Wall Dog finding a kill, onto Danask, and that is a big player off the board for Slammers Association. But yeah, back to what I was saying, Tokyo has just proned down the stairs, so his footsteps are just going to end in the middle of those that hallway. So it's going to be a 50-50. Did he go up? Did he go down?
I like it. Did not know that. There you go. You learn something new every day about this game, and that's why I love it.
Flores has made an appearance, but is going to be taken out on the barbed wire.
Speak of the devil.
Has been electrified. Tokyo looking at aggressing up into the Jackal.
It's going to get a pick here. I can feel it. Yep. Oh,
There
he
is
missed
the
his
flank
shots.
watch that does find him. Washed on the Jackal does find him, I believe. What's the skin the Jackal's using?
We'll just get to the Jackal. Sorry, I'll find him for you. I have no idea.
Not sure what skin that is. It's quite hard to see from at least my.
Oh, it's the. Oh my god, I know it. It's the Habana season. What's it called? Skull Rain.
Right, Skull Rain.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Plant has gone down. It is a 1v5 for aces. He's going to have to ace clutch here. Waldog getting aggressive. Same with Punisher, who's just firing up at everything. Punisher on just a lick of health. Washed also 1 tap away, so it is still doable. Aces with that SMG-11 and the shotgun, I believe, also in the back pocket. Jackal is going to spot out the pings, so the team of New Era is going to descend on his position. Not able to find any of those kills, and Hyped Koala finishing him off for the flawless.
I think we've got a game on our hands here, Kilo. I said I liked... You could see what New Era were trying to do on defense. They didn't quite execute. They were trying to be aggressive. They were trying to get in Slammers Association's faces. It didn't pay off on defense, but that was a nice start to the offense in the second half. And I really love that push. And they're getting themselves back into this game at 4-3.
It was very, very strong from that. And
Blood Orchard, yes, it is Blood Orchard, I believe. Sorry, Bappo. Thank you. Apologies, Killer.
Blood Orchid,
Thank
okay.
you. Yep.
Not Skull Rain. Skull Rain was Skull Rain was Caviera's season.
It is. Sorry, I apologise. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks for clearing that up, Bappo. Thank you. Sorry, Killer. Continue. I do apologise for cutting you off.
Oh, all good. I think attack favors New Era a lot better, as you can be that more aggressive. You choose the aggression, not on defense where you need to wait for the attackers to aggress onto you. You choose the aggression, you choose where you push and where you take those fights most of the time on attack. Now, Slammers are going to choose to go to the basement, which is, I've been saying it all night, statistically not the best site to hold. In this league, we've got a 25% win ratio for the basement, but that's for New Era, and they got very aggressive. Maybe if they hold it a little bit more passively, they might be able to do it, but once again, I think both of those first floor sites, if you can,
I believe
get a
kitchen
strat around
dining's
them.
kitchen dining's huge. Like the second best
Kitchen
site.
dining,
This one here.
kitchen
that we're
dining
looking
is
at,
the
yeah.
secondary site.
It is,
and
yeah.
Usually the tertiary site for a lot
Yeah.
of pro league teams,
Is
especially,
bar
has been
gaming.
the bar games.
Yeah, I love that site.
Because it's still a very strong site. You hold
It
it
is,
from
yeah.
above. You just make sure that library doesn't get taken, and you can hold that site day
Mm-hmm.
in, day out. They've got the one window and one door to come into. Not a lot of outside breaching. Whereas that basement site, you got 3 walls that can be breached from outside
Mm-hmm.
into site. There's not a lot of extended hold you can do either.
We're not going to see another drone hole kill. This would be the 3rd one in this game. We've seen 2 drone hole kills so far in this game. Surely not all.
Aces,
Double
seeing if
droning.
you can
Very
look
nice
at it.
droning,
Yeah.
Era.
Double
Very
drone
nice.
from
Yeah.
New Era. They've
Something you don't
definitely
see,
learned
yeah.
from what we were saying in previous weeks. They've learned that droning is important, and a lot of the teams have been using those drones to great effect. Hopefully we can add another one out. Frag's coming raining out, but is it going to be tricked? No, it's not, but Scalacci does get away with his life at this point in time.
He's such a nuisance pick, the Jackal. It's creating chaos right now for the Slammers, because they love to be around the map. They love to roam, and this is a direct counter to their playstyle. So very well researched by New Era, and he's just being a nuisance for them right now, and they're not enjoying it.
They're not enjoying it, but it was their choice to
Yep.
take out the
Agreed.
That's
Thatcher.
an angle there from Tokyo. I'm liking what I see there. Forest Drone is going to come out and take away those bandit batteries, but on top of the table, all covered with shield.
Nice flank watch here. He's going to get him.
Now see, looking at that
Oh,
flank
you'd
watch.
love to see him wallbang here. Get a call out. Get a call. Oh, he's down.
leave Scalacci, and he is down from a different
Does he know?
side.
I don't believe he knows. Does he know he's
I
down?
think he does.
Okay.
Or he's waiting for Slammers
For-
to try and send someone up.
Yeah, to get him to bait this kill. Yeah. Yep.
Refrag or to bait the kill out.
Yep. Very smart play by Washdale. Doesn't look like they're going to send anyone up here, so I think he's safe to go in. Oh.
Seeing Punisher getting aggressive with his Maverick holes. It's not always the best choice to do, but
Oh, he's got a lot of holes. It's a lot of angles, so he can work both ways here. You might pick the
well,
wrong one.
He's got an entire
Oh.
room to try and
Yeah.
fish out where the
He wants.
defenders
They're
are.
calling for him to come get the sidewall here.
Or they're calling for the thermite.
Oh, I
Punisher
like
does
this.
get tagged out quite a bit, and I think that was a C4. He's going to get tagged out a lot more.
Wait, they picked up Scalacci.
Punisher with the C4.
They picked him
And
up.
Scalacci being picked up does get the kill onto the
Yeah,
Maverick.
beautiful.
Now see,
Beautiful flank.
swinging down into blue,
Beautiful flank.
flanking around,
Beautiful
finding
flank.
2 onto Associated Slammer and Scalacci.
Oh,
The Aces finding
huge.
1.
Woo.
Tokyo finishing off Aces, unfortunately. We've got a game. It's
Yes, we
even.
do. We do. Oh, what a beautiful push that was. Very late, but the execute was frenetic, and it happened, and it was beautifully executed. They had the rod. Beautiful flank, must be said by Mousy, and he is having a huge game right now. He's gone big in his debut for New Era, and he's really saying, boys, I'm here. I'm ready to play. Get on my back. I'm going to carry us to this victory because we have a game on our hands. I said this was going to be a close one, Kilo. I felt it, and we're looking like we're staring at a very, very close game right now.
Absolutely. They are going to go back upstairs after 2 failed basement attempts. That top site is going to open up once again. Tokyo taking onto the Maestro this time rather than... I can't remember what he was playing last time, but the Maestro pick is always going to be strong. With the Elder, with the ability to make those rotates. A little bit of intel gathering as well from those cameras. And you can, in a pinch, use it for that wall denial as well, it's depending on where you place them.
I had a really nice comment in chat. I don't often look at chat when we're thinking over. Ranger said that blue push was crucial, and I couldn't agree more. If that flank didn't come out, he got 3 kills and damaged the 3rd. Shocked they allowed Scalacci to be picked up. He impacted the round with a C4 kill as well.
Yeah.
Odd decision there. I said maybe he didn't know that he downed him. Surely he knew. He had to know, surely. I don't know. That was a
You'd
weird
think
decision.
so, but
Yeah.
sometimes
It
those
is hard to
things
tell,
come
yeah.
out and the timer was ticking down.
Yeah,
You can't
okay,
hold an angle
yeah.
forever. You do need to make something happen, and make something happen they did, and It depends where he ended up on the round. I didn't quite see it because we were all
Skalachi went down to
watching
blue. He went down to blue after, and he got a C4 kill. After getting revived. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Washed on the jackal.
Sorry, washed. Yep. Sorry, I do apologize. Yep.
It'd be interesting to see where he ended up on that round because we were all focused on Mousy. Mousy with a double swing onto that blue push.
Waldog got a beautiful kill here before. He's trying it again.
He's trying it again, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, gonna get baited. Danask walked straight into the headshot before last time.
Still on that jackal.
They've improved their drone work out of sight. You can just see it. They're playing together. This is the best iteration of the era I think we've seen so far this season.
And it's the drones, it's the playing together that we're seeing, and Mousy is definitely on that flank watch position, definitely looking at creating some more of that chemistry that we were almost lacking a lot of. C4 is going to go out.
He's killed his own bandit charges. No, Skalachi.
He's looking around
not
very
like this.
confused as to why that managed to take it out from so far away. He's going to be aggressive on that.
I think it's a smart play here. I would do this. I think
Tokyo trying the impact trick. Or was it Tokyo? No, someone else trying the impact trick or a grenade ringing out from Punisher. Did hear an explosion. Tokyo looking at that flank. Isn't
so
going
Koala's holding Skalachi here.
Nothing.
Oh.
Punisher trying to open up that castle mat. Associated Slammer Danask finding Punisher, and that's the Maverick off the board. Tokyo getting lit up just a little bit from somewhere else. Skalachi getting very aggressive, pre-firing out and getting tagged for his troubles. Skalachi being found by Mousy, who was on that doorway. Hyped Koala finding the angle onto the wall, washed, looking peeking in through those Maverick holes. Danask holding the spot. Waldog finding two onto Danask and Aces.
Waldog
finding a third onto Tokyo, but then getting traded out by Associated Slammer. Mousy looking for the final kill and Associated Slammer, but he gets taken out by Hyped Koala, holding the angle through the door for the rotate.
Wow, Waldog going big in that round. He cut off the rotation. Those Maverick holes were, again, I found a little bizarre from Punisher, but it's working. It can work both ways. There's so many holes, you don't know which holes to look on, and I think Waldog got 2 picks on them. And then I don't know if he was inside. He could have been inside, actually, in the back, but oh my word, I think he might have jumped in on piano window. And got the frag onto the Jaeger that was laying on the ground there. That's what I think happened. But wow,
piano window.
Yeah, piano window. Yeah.
Decided to send it a little bit more in through the through bathroom window and just missed all of that. Watching the flanks and such.
Yeah. Wow, we've got a game. This is 4-1 Kilo. 4-1.
We could be seeing a repeat of last week where Fortress Death went 5-0, 5-1 at the half against Rands. They were on the downside, took it all the way to max overtime and ended up winning the game. We could be seeing the same for New Era here. And if they keep that drone work up and that teamwork up, they definitely could pull it off. Seeing the same lineup of attackers as we have been seeing the past couple of rounds. Defending, they've chosen to go on the basement again. And I think the team that's going to win this is going to be the team that takes it, the first team that takes it to one of those first floor sites. I don't think that holding this basement is a viable strategy. We haven't seen it won on the side of Slammers yet. Then once again, that top site has been a 50-50 as well. I'm going to see a couple of those pre-fires coming out from Danask.
Safe to say, without saying the bleeding obvious, Kilo, this is a must-win this round for Slammers. They have to hold here.
Yeah, and bring it back to that 5v5.
Oh, Skalachi again. No, he threw C4 into it. He threw C4 into his own bandit charge. Just 2 mistakes he's made in 2 rounds.
No, he got shot out.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yep.
He did get shot out.
Oh.
The jammer still there to stop the thermite charge, and it's going to be a tall order for either Punisher or Waldog to try and get that wall open. Now, there is a way you can do it with Torres, but big for Mousy finding aces, and that's the second pick
wallbang
early into this game. A good wallbang, and I think a drone might have spotted
What?
him
Oh,
out.
the timing on that was brutal.
Tokyo playing very aggressively on an angle behind the shot there.
Yeah, they're
Danas
aware
watching his
that he's
back
coming.
for
Yeah,
that blue push.
they
Which worked so well last time, but
absolutely.
looks like it's going to be stopped just a little bit more. Hyped Koala and Punisher both in that bottom blue bunker area. Going to try and open up this wall. Is going to be opened up, but there's nothing that defenders can do to stop it. Punisher getting taken out by the exothermic charge of Hyped Koala.
Oh, no.
That is a big mistake that we usually don't see at this level of play, but once again, Punisher getting too aggressive and trying to take a gunfight that he really didn't have any right of taking.
Waldog's in.
Waldog on site, managing to take out Associated Slammer on the Goyo. Tokyo and Danask, the last two left. Cross being watched. Hype Koala getting the plant down. Does manage to get the plant all the way down. Waldog still being a menace on site. Watching the cross from Connector. There is Tokyo in there, but he falls. Danask falls to Waldog, and I believe it was Mousy got the other kill.
Wow.
On Tokyo.
This is unbelievable. How do they hold the momentum here? 5 rounds in a row, Kilo. 5 rounds. Waldog and Mousy are going big for their teams here. Punisher, unfortunately, I was trying not to giggle. He's had a rough game, unfortunately. I don't like to highlight people's performances, but that exothermic charge, I think, in Punisher's match in a nutshell. Yes.
Getting too aggressive, getting into that position that you can let yourself get killed by the exothermic charge from the opposite side of the wall as well. Yes, it happens, but I think he needed to be out of that location by the time the charge went off, and he chose to not be outside of that area. He's having a rough game.
He is.
He is having a very, very rough game.
This is
Slammers
all new era, and they've just got the full momentum right now. Momentum's such a big thing in Siege. How do they stop it? They're going down again downstairs. We have. I would love. We're at like 10% win rate on this site today combined for the two teams, aren't we? It's like one win out of the combined.
Out of
like 9 attempts. 9?
9 attempts. We had 4 from New Era where they won 1.
3
and then
maybe?
We've had 3 from Slammers.
So 1 from 7.
Won none.
So 1 from 8.
So we're 1 from 7, 1 from 8.
1 from 8.
Well, we don't know the 8.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is the 8. Sorry. Yep.
We've had 1 from 7, which is it's not good. I can't do the quick maths in my head.
7% win rate. If you were on a 10, if you ran, oh my word.
If you're doing a
if you played 10 rounds and you won 1, you'd be on a 7% win rate.
Or 10%.
10%, ignore me, sorry. Stay in school. Stay in school, kids.
Quick maths on
stay in school,
quick maths on broadcast, I think, is the lesson.
Don't drink beer and stay in school, kids. Anyway, I hope you enjoying the broadcast. I love you guys. You gotta have a laugh, guys.
We do.
Are we going to see a hold? Come on, I want to see something from Slammers here. Show a bit of grit. I know they tend to get a little tilted at each other when the things aren't going all well. So this is their opportunity to show some resolve and knock this one off. And let's take it to overtime.
I believe Punisher might be going for a Maverick trick here, or just a grenade that is fumbled once again and
oh no, that grenade bounced back. Punisher, no. Oh.
Gonna throw it, and I believe it fell once again on the wrong side.
Oh no!
But Thermo Charge is going to be destroyed. Washed, trying to clear those roamers out from upstairs, and there is one playing in bathroom. I don't think he knows it, but he is going to be looking for the swing. I think that is Tokyo on the Malusi, waiting for the swing from the Jackal. C4 is going to go out and damage Hyped Koala just that little bit.
Oh, Tokyo. Oh, he
Gonna
does.
swing it, and
Well
Tokyo
done.
takes out Washed on the Jackal. That's the opening pick for Slammers Association, and that's a big statement that they've made in terms of the mental game that
He
we
needed
can
that.
fight back, we can win this.
He needed that entry pick. That entry frag is huge.
Aces on that smoke is going to throw out a smoke babe into the connecting
Warthog.
side, and Punisher is going to get hit a little bit either through the bullet or through the smoke. Free Fighters coming out through the Maverick hole. C4 is going to go out by
Waldog.
Tokyo, but he's going to be downed once
well
again
played.
by Waldog. Having a massive game
Yeah,
there,
he's having a
Waldog.
huge game.
Evening it up at 4v4 with 50 seconds left on the clock.
Full
Not a lot of
time.
control taken in
Ooh.
terms of onside. Smoke goes out
Do
in the
have-
doorway, but the breach is opened. Hyped Koala looking down at Connector where the smoke player of Aces was playing. Second smoke babe goes off in that breach side. He's going to step into it just a little bit too far and get just a ping of damage. Punisher still
He's
up.
on the shotgun too.
Looking at trying to find it. The shotgun from Aces on that close angle.
Skalachi big. Oh, nice.
Swings it, but gets taken out by Aces on the shotgun. Pre-fires do come through to try and trade that out. Fragmite trying to go big. Hyped Koala not
Oh,
being able to
nice.
find it. Aces finding the final kill with Danask finding Mousy on that mute. Aces having a massive game as well.
This is a great match, Killer. I predicted a 7-5. I stand by my prediction. I said someone was going to win this game 7-5 in the pregame. I know these teams are very close on paper. It is Aces is having a huge game. Tokyo got his groove back a little bit in that round, got the entry pick. He's trying to put his team on his back. He's got Lucas Caveira pick here. This is very interesting. Skalachi's having a lifting. He's having a much better impact. Slammer and Danaska doing their thing. Oh, this is a very close game. Rousey and Waldog. Koala's been playing hard breach, and I think he's having a very good game too. Very underrated. I think Koala's had a very nice game so far. So great match. Are we going to see overtime, or are we going to see New Era take this one down?
I don't know. I think it depends where they've chosen to go next. If they go back upstairs, they could do it. If they go to one of those first floor sites and throw New Era off completely, that's another point of contention. But I believe they've gone to that second floor site once again, which has
We've
been
seen
a
two
50-50
sides.
for them.
We've only seen two sides all day.
We
This
have
is
only
incredible.
seen two sites. One of them has a 50-50 win rate, and one of them now still has
As
that
a
25%.
25%, yeah, correct. So 2 from 8. You're right.
Two in 8,
Yeah.
1 in 4, 25%.
We did the math, or Killer did the math, chat. We're good.
On broadcast, I was trying to do the math the entire last round if they lost it, and I could then work out what exactly the win rate was. But Slammers.
Irrespective of this outcome, it's just great to see Waldog doing well. We talked to him during the week. You know how passionate he is about the league, how much he wants his team to do well. And you know, we love both these teams. We love all the teams in the league, Kilo, but we do like these two teams and the players that they bring. They're very unique players. There's a lot of different. They're off-meta type teams. They will do something. They're not afraid to do something different. Tokyo is
especially.
you gotta love this. Honestly, this is the character of the man. You gotta love the way he plays the game. But
there's no Jackal on the board either. They did stick off it.
They're in his
So
head. They're living rent free in Tokyo's head. They're living rent free. They've terrorized Tokyo to the point where he's had enough.
He's crawling away to escape the Jackal.
Indeed.
I'm not gonna track these footprints.
That was amazing.
Let me get into the tunnel. He goes down.
He's in the
there
trenches. Love it. Absolutely love it.
He's having flashbacks already. Waldog still on those. On that Flores, which is
I did a little bit of damage to
do
Danax.
a little bit of damage to Danask, but he's going to hold his ground and.
Oh, surely not. They might
Danask
force
in
him
the
out
gunfight.
here. Oh,
Does
it hit
force
it.
him
Yes,
back
well
into
played.
the bathroom into the sights of Hyped Koala, who finishes him off. That Fragmite going big once again.
No, he's there. Punisher, you got to hit the shot. He's going to swing
Punisher
you.
getting very aggressive.
Oh no, Koala is going big.
Koala does find it. That Fragmite entering in
Indeed.
with the Fuser and the Hard Breach utility in the back pocket. Looking at someone trying to get that wall open, which he is guarding jealously. Mousy on that flank watch once again, but Tokyo has already rotated back up to the top floor.
Oh,
Washed has taken over the flank watch responsibility, but
Scalacci.
Scalacci looking at getting aggressive.
Needs
Does
to
get
go
thrown
big, yes,
down.
Scalacci. Waldog,
But
ooh.
less aggressive now. Waldog finding associated slammer, but associated
Oh no,
slammer
nice.
finding finish
Oh,
first.
great C4.
C4 does go off, does do a little bit of damage,
Oh.
but not enough. And Waldog finding Scalacci
Woo.
with Mousy finding Tokyo on the run.
That was a great game of Siege, I'm not gonna lie. That was a very, very good game of Siege. Well done, Yura. I don't know why. I just felt 7-5, Kilo. I said 7-5. And it was 7-5, Kilo. I felt it. I know. I can feel how close these teams were. I've seen them play. I've played with some of them.